Hello, I'm Melon the Goblin, and recently there has been this issue with The Sims 4 on Linux where you'll get this error. This just randomly started happening and I thought it was just me, but luckily I'm not alone. But it'll say fatal error, no prefixes found, run the game once and try again. And when I tell you I have spent hours, not hours straight, but I have spent hours in total trying to figure this out. I stayed up until like 2 in the morning trying to figure out how to fix this. And I woke up this morning. The first thing I did was try to get this fixed. And after a bit of trial and error, I found something. Where is it? Hold on. I won't be able to replicate it, but I do have screenshots. So I went to where my prefix is to try to find to make sure that the oh my gosh, my phone. Sorry. Anyway, I went to the prefix, and I'll show you where that path is right now. If I can even remember. So home, user, dot steam. Where did I go? I think I went to Debian. Oh no, I went to Steam, Steam apps, compat data, 1222670, which is the ID for the game. Prefix, drive C. Program files. Is this it? Yeah, Electronic Arts, EA Desktop. Now, I fixed it already, but if you're playing The Sims 4 from Steam and you see like this folder that has a bunch of random numbers like here, what you'll want to do is you're going to want to put there's going to be two folders, the EA Desktop folder and a folder called Destager. Now I won't be able to show you because it's going to be very difficult for me to try to replicate this. But anyway, take the contents that are in the Destager folder and move them into the root of this folder. And okay, I'm trying to make this as least confusing as I'm trying to make sure this is not confusing. But that folder, this one right here. And you also want to delete this EA desktop question mark because it doesn't do anything. And this version DLL file is here for a reason, but I don't think it's necessary. But I'll explain that in a minute. So rename this folder if you have this folder with a bunch of random numbers. I have no idea what they're for, but you'll want to rename it to EA desktop. And then when you go in there, you'll have, well, it looks different for me now, but you'll have two folders called Destager and EA desktop. So move everything that's in EA desktop into this new folder and move everything that's in Destager into this new folder. And wherever you have your what's it called, your DLC unlocker saved, you can go back to the Linux sh file, right click or right hold tab, whatever, run in console, and it should start appearing again. That's what I did, and that's how I fixed mine. And now when I boot up my game, my packs load. But you don't need to worry about reinstalling the DLCs themselves. It was just the unlocker that was having a skill issue. But anyway, so the reason why this DLL file, oh, this is the picture, sorry. But the reason why that this DLL file was there, oh my gosh, now I have to go all the way back. Steam apps, compat, right here, prefix, drive C, program files, Electronic Arts, EA desktop. So the reason why this was here was because I was trying to figure out how to manually install the EA DLC unlocker by using the instructions that come with the unlocker, but I don't think I'll need this, so I'm gonna move this to trash. But I'm gonna boot up the game just to be sure I didn't mess anything up, so give me a second. Shoot, I almost forgot to unpause. It should still work without that DLL file needing to be there, but if it stops working, then I know what I did wrong and I can go back and fix it. But like I said again, you'll want to move all the files from the Destager folder and all the files from the duplicate EA desktop folder and put them into one. And if you happen to have that okay, it seems like everything worked. If you happen to have that folder like I had with the random numbers, then just rename it to EA desktop and delete the one that has the question mark, because I renamed the one that had the question mark to just EA desktop and moved everything there, and that did not work at all. I don't know why. Maybe it was something else I did wrong, but Everything's working, so that DLL file did not need to be there. But if you are still having issues, if you don't have that weird folder like I had and everything's normal but it's still not working for you, then what I recommend is wherever you have your EA DLC unlockers saved, just grab the version DLL and put it in here, and that should work. It worked for someone else in a Discord server that was also looking for a solution to this problem. But anyway, yeah, just to reiterate, let me see. Okay, so what I did, I tried to I put this on my desktop. It won't be on your desktop, but say for instance this is that random folder that you have in that specific path. So you'll have the dstager and the EA desktop. Now I didn't put anything in here, but say if there were files in here, you'll just take them and you'll move them into the random numbers folder and take everything from the EA desktop, like literally like grab all of it and move it into the random numbers folder, and then you'll just take the random numbers folder and rename it to EA desktop, if that makes sense. I want that to be able to make sense, because I don't want people to end up moving the wrong things to the wrong places or not moving everything that they need to move. But if you just use common sense, you should be all right. But anyways, hopefully that worked for you. If it did, be sure to let me know. If it didn't, I will try my best to help, but I can't guarantee I will be able to, because I'm still kind of learning how to navigate through all this myself. But that was what worked for me. I hope this works for you, and until next time.